Alright, so welcome to the epilogue video, if you like, for the 1088 XEL series that I did. I think I made 2 years ago now, almost 2 years ago, and that resulted in this machine. I'll just put the lid back on it now, or something approximate to this machine anyway. It didn't have a case to begin with, so this has been my 1088 XEL since that point in time, and very nice it is too. Take the lid off here now. There's been quite a lot of new developments in the interim, and the latest of which, if I just move this to one side, so the latest development, if I want to scratch this, is that ebiguy, or ebiguy, I don't know how you say his screen name anyway, but he sent me some goodies. This is Eric Backer, the gentleman who patched the OSS cartridge ROMs for the latest revision of the side firmware, and he's produced an interesting new device which I'm going to show you for the 1088 XEL. And he sent me some MIDI things and bits and bobs, and he also sent me this beautiful top case for the 1088 XEL. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got like a, I don't know what it is, like a resin inlay on the engraved sections there, or milled out sections. I don't know how they make these. Obviously powder coated, I presume. So I got that. He said he had a spare backplate, so I wasn't expecting this at all, and he had previously offered me this. Now the reason this is important is because this case, which was kindly provided to me by my tech himself sometime after I finished the board. This was his old Relan, is it an R80 case? I can't remember. I should know these things beforehand, but anyway, this was his case, so it's got the old I/O plane on the back, and it's the higher case with the extra DB9 connector on the back, and the CompactFlash slots at the back. So that was the original configuration. Now the more modern updated configuration, I don't know why I've got this upside down like this. Let's turn it the right way around. So this is the updated configuration, which has space for a DVI connector if I ever decide to buy a Sophia DVI, which I'm quite tempted to do at this point, to put in this machine anyway. So yeah, so some of the connections have been rejigged a little bit. So there's no CompactFlash slot on the back anymore. The CompactFlash slot is now on the top. And better yet, there's two slots, so I can use a dual adapter. I spent all that time revising the firmware so that it would handle two physical CompactFlash cards, and you can mount disk images off either or both of the physical cards. So I can finally update the board so that it has two CompactFlash slots, and which are a little bit easier to access as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to dismantle this, and in so doing I will show you the board that Eric designed. So I'll try and remember, so that goes on the left, put that out here. I'll show you what's in the board anyways as we go. Here we go. That's the one. That works. So these are the joystick ports that I'm going to take off. Right. Next thing, take the CompactFlash adapter off the back. And then we'll take the motherboard out. That should lift out. And put that to one side. Now you see that we've got a repeatus on the board here. Now, how is this possible while we've also got the XEL-CF connected? Now this is the original XEL-CF3 module, which plugs into the MPBI connector on the board, and that gives you a Mini-ITX connector here, which is where this cable used to be plugged into. Now that creates problems when you want to fit repeaters, because the I'll try and show you here. There's the MPBI housing right here. So if this board's plugged into it, it doesn't fit. It hits the back of the stack of sockets where the repeaters go. So basically this overhangs the CPU by a significant amount. This is the exciting new board, so I'm going to take the repeaters out here carefully. I'll show you what's underneath. So here, if we put it the right way up so you can read it, here we have XEL-CF3 by and MIDI, oh yes, for repeaters, for VBXE repeaters and MIDI by ebiguy. I'm probably not saying that right, but anyway, this is the board that Eric's designed. He sent me a couple of these, quite a few of these actually, a few weeks ago, and I didn't waste any time putting it together. So this is a replacement for the XEL-CF board here, and it's got a few extras on it. I forgot that I had a pass-through connector for that one there, but never mind. It's doubtful that anything's ever going to plug into here. So what he's done is he's put headers, audio in headers, repeaters header here, so a 3-pin connector that goes direct to the repeaters, and VBXE header here that's got the connections going straight to the 4 connections there. And as you can see, it fits, it doesn't overhang the CPU socket, and it works perfectly well. It's very, very nice indeed. So yes, that was the mystery board that I alluded to, and it enables you basically to not only, even if you don't put repeaters in the machine, it still gives you this nice 5-way VBXE header. Greatly simplifies connection of the VBXE signals here. You just need to take the 4 signals from J3 and the 1 signal from J1, and they all go right there, and it looks very nice. There we go. Right. So we need to knock this panel out the back here, which is glued in. It shouldn't be too difficult. I should just be able to prise it off. Here we go. And then figure out how to glue the new one in. So there's our old panel out. What a mess. Let's test this. Test fit this in. Hope it works. Now I've got screw holes in the corner. Quite interested to know how I might fit those in. Perhaps if we got some screws, we could avoid the need for glue entirely, because we've got some screw holes in the corner here. So if the screw heads were Yes, if the screw heads went over the metal back. Oh, that works. That seems secure enough to me, so I don't think that looks too bad at all. So we should be able to pop the board in without too much problem. Ah, didn't put the cartridge tunnel back on, damn it. Okay, cart tunnel's on. Let's put this back on. Alright. Okay, I've had to turn the fan on in here because it's just ridiculously hot. So let's see if we can press on. Much better. It looks a bit naked without a Sophia DVI. I say it looks a bit naked without a Sophia DVI board in it. Now the next thing I'm going to take care of, well, I'll put the power switch back in because I think I can do that now without. What are these screws for? Oh god. Oh god, what are these screws for? Oh yes, they were for the CompactFlash adapter, sorry. So, what I want to do now is take care of the CompactFlash adapter, and I'm going to put a dual adapter on here now, obviously. Exciting times. Okay, so the dual adapter now, dual slot CompactFlash adapter, and this has to screw onto here the correct way around, I guess, like so. Oh yes, that is much better. I think we can go for a shorter cable now as well. Oh, how nice does that look! Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho. Right. I'm starting to forget the fact I'm drenched in sweat. So exciting is this. Right, now the other thing we need to transplant is the little LED assembly here, so we can move the board out of the way for a moment and see if we can salvage this. Now the LED assignments are a little bit different, but other than that, this should be a straight swap. I think I might have some new little sticky pads. Here we are. Here we are. Right, there's some more of those little stickers. Exactly what we were looking for. So if we take this off here, there, right. Okay. Well, I guess the thing to do here is to put them through the holes first. Right, so I've cut that one and everything fits nicely now. Good. So off we go. we are. So we've got the lights in. The pinout of that header has changed. What was V-Gate is now CompactFlash. What was CompactFlash is now V-Gate. The other thing I want to add to this is the swap button, the ETR swap button. And I haven't exactly decided where I'm going to put it yet. I could put it where this mouse selection thing is here, but I really don't know what to do for the best. I don't know where you're supposed to. Where are other people putting that button? I don't know. Does it go in the top? The top would be a good place for it, but I don't really want to drill through this. So, okay, so I gave in and I decided to use the top LEDs and wire them up. So let's have a quick look at what I've done here. I did the crimping off camera. I mean, the crimping isn't great. Well, the crimping's alright, it's just these cables. There's a 10-way header under here, and as I mentioned earlier in the video, the CompactFlash and V-Gate designators on this little board here are reversed as to how they are on the silk screen, so if you just bear that in mind. So I've wired everything up here. There's TX and RX jumpers on here for the SIO to PC that's in there. The V-Gate LED headers down here, and the stereo LED status LEDs down here next to one of the pokey chips. And I've just disconnected this hard disk LED that goes to the front power switch, because as I mentioned before, that glows red. I kind of like that, but never mind. And the final connection was the CompactFlash activity LED that goes down here. Bundle it, that more or less sits flat. Right, plug everything in. Power, USB, video, keyboard, like so. Oh, and doesn't look nice. Okay, so let's power on. So Rapidus is enabled. We've got this V-Gate and stereo LEDs have come on here. V-Gate doesn't do anything on this display in particular because it doesn't have a problem with displaying crap in the overscan area. So that seems to work. Let's see if SIO to PC works. Let's make it so we can see the LEDs flashing. There we go, flashing LEDs. Very good. Let's have a look on the BIOS. Alright, everything looks reasonably good. So we've got the PBI device ID on 2 because we've got Rapidus in this machine. I don't think I've got the Rapidus plugin installed here, but it doesn't really make any difference. This is what controls the Rapidus core, but the logic's reversed until such time as you put the correct plugin in, which I can do later on. I suppose I could do it now, but why would I do it now when, as we know what's going to happen if I try to put the plugin in now. We're going to find a bug in the plugin, aren't we? So for now anyway, this logic's reversed, so if I enable this, it'll turn Rapidus off. We'll have a look in the loader. So we've got one CompactFlash card in here at the moment. We'll try 2 in a minute if I can find the other one. So we should be able to hot plug this card in here. So now we've got 2 CompactFlash cards, and if we do a disk refresh, because we haven't enabled it in the BIOS. So we must go into the BIOS and enable the slave. Save that, back to the loader. And we ought to get 2 cards, which we do. There we are. That's got the whole Atari area archive, enormous archive there. So there we got 2 cards. Finally I can use 2 physical CompactFlash cards without having to take the machine apart. Let's load something, shall we? Base 33. Solid activity light. Yeah, I could have chosen something that came up on the screen. There we go. Of course, we're not getting the PAL blending effect here because we've got running through the VBXE. So that probably wasn't the best example. Let's boot Sparta-DOS-X. Now, what the hell is the... What's the key for the reverse video key on this machine? It's not that. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Yeah. Is it F7? No. Is it F6? No. Is it F5? No. Is it F8? Definitely not. Is it F9? F10? F11? No, that's the loader key. What's the reverse video key on here? Why can I never remember? What the hell is it? It's end in the emulator. What the hell it is on this? Let's think. Is it that? Ah, there we go. It's that little thing there. So if we hold that down and press F8, we should get the repeaters menu here. Oh, so we are running the repeater system ROM and everything's working beautifully. How am I going to manage to work in the please wait while we fix stuff, while we fix bugs here? But everything appears to work quite well. Wow. So yes, I figured this is probably the appropriate place for the repeaters. Let's tighten the screws up. And we're done. Well, we're almost done. I still want this ETR swap button thing to be rigged up. So I would like suggestions as to where is the optimum point to put the hole for the ETR swap button. I don't want to really drill a hole in the lid. I guess I'm just gonna maybe put something here. I don't even know if I need this mouse selection button. I've never pressed it before. Where's the best place to put the button? Just a momentary switch that needs to be rigged up to the to Eric's nice board. So there we have it, 1088 XEL with its lovely, gorgeous new packaging. There's the back panel. So the joystick ports used to be up here. Now they're on the I/O panel, and I'd really nice to get maybe some black screws for that. But I'm really reasonably happy with that. And just need something to fill this up now. DVI connector. That's what I need here. So, well, I hope you found that one enjoyable. And thank you to Eric Backer. Sincere thanks for everything that you've sent across here, which was the top lid and the I/O panel and all the MIDI bits and bobs. Amazingly generous, and I'm very, very, very happy with the outcome here. It's a significant improvement in usability, and I test the dual physical cards, and I've got all the lights on the top there, and everything's beautiful. It's just need to rig up that that swap button at some point, and then we'll be good. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Just a little epilogue to the 1088 XEL story from my point of view. If you enjoyed the video, please like and share if you feel so inclined, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. I'm trying to double down on producing some interesting content, and I will see you in the next video, and thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.